Played much like the traditional game of golf, but instead of golf balls, players use a flying disc. Action News reporter Amber Lee gets a lesson on throwing from some local players. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning, Sherry. Well, the game is called disc golf, and it was started back in the 70s. And each week players come to designated disc golf courses in hopes of throwing these frisbee-like objects into baskets. I'm here with Ben Farrington, who is with SLOThrowers, who can tell us a little bit more about the sport. Good morning, Ben. Can you tell us why you decided to form a disc golf club here in the San Luis Obispo area?
Yes, it's an excellent sport. Truly enjoy it, and the purpose of the club is to try to promote the sport. We're currently trying to get another course going at Laguna Lake.
And are the rules pretty simple?
Yeah, the rules are very simple. It's very similar. It's a lot like golf. You throw the discs one at a time, trying to get it in the basket. The least throws, the better your score, the better you play.
So I am looking at players right now behind us. What exactly are they doing?
Well, currently they've been throwing on that. That's our basket, so the object is to get the disc in the basket, and the best you can do, so you throw at it.
Can anyone learn, such as me? I've never played.
Oh, yes.
Can you show me a technique?
Sure, it's very simple. You just grab the disc and try and throw it at the basket. I usually throw a backhand throw like this through into the basket.
Okay, I'm going to try.
All right. That's not bad.
That wasn't very good.
Well, for a first throw, that's actually very good.
Is there one tip or reminder you can give someone who is just starting out? How affordable is it to play?
It's very affordable. These discs don't cost that much. You can get away with a couple of discs. There are no green fees. You just go out and play.
And how often do you and your members meet?
Well, we usually meet once a week. In the summertime, sometimes twice a week. We have a little tournament sometimes where we just play around. We try to play 18 holes in an evening or an afternoon.
So can you tell us a little bit about these discs? They're a little heavier than the normal frisbee. Why is it made this way?
Well, there's actually several designs on the disc. They're smaller and heavier, and they're designed for throwing, not catching. So the object on this is to throw it. It just hits the dirt, not to catch it. So that's kind of the reason for it. It's also standard so that there is rules. The PDGA establishes what are valid discs.
So this is an official game?
Yes. Yes, there is a professional level of this sport as well.
Can you give us...
Sure.
Can I see your technique?
I'll give it a try. Here we go. A little high.
That was pretty close. Closer than mine, at least. Okay, thanks, Ben. That was Ben Farrington with SLOThrowers. I'll be back in the next half hour. Maybe my techniques will be a little better. Reporting live this morning from San Luis Obispo, I'm Amber Lee. Back to you, Sherry.
Amber, I have a question for you. I know you recently tried golf, the traditional golf, for the first time.
That's right.
How does it compare?
It's actually very different because I'm actually throwing something, so you know, standing there and trying to.
You think you like this a little better?
Maybe. I like both of them, though.
All right, practice a little, and we'll ask you again.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, there are more than 16,000 members in the Professional Disc Golf Association, that is. To find a local disc golf course near you, it's easy. Log on to ksby.com and then click on Daybreak. It's 6:44 this morning. Back to news. A sport growing in popularity for all ages is played much like the traditional game of golf, but instead of golf balls, players use a flying disc. Action News reporter Amber Lee is getting some lessons this morning on throwing from some local players. How's that throwing arm treating you, Amber?
It's going a little better. It's getting better. Good morning, Sherry. Well, I'm here with Scott Martin with SLOThrowers, who, like you said, half an hour ago, I was throwing disc golf, and I was introducing it to our viewers, but it's not a new game. It's been around for the last 30-some years, and Scott Martin can tell us why it's growing in popularity. Good morning, Scott. So why do you think everyone is just now getting on the bandwagon with this sport?
Well, I think it's a very accessible sport. It's very cheap to get into. $15 can get you a couple discs and out on a course. There's no green fees. It can be used by anybody, all ages, any gender, everybody, and it really sets you in a natural environment. It gets you to experience the town you're in, to experience the nature of that town. So I think it's liked by all.
Great, thanks, Scott. Well, I'm here with Brian Anderson. He's also a SLOThrowers, and he can tell us why he decided to form the club. And your club recently just went nonprofit. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We're actually pretty excited about that, actually. It took us 2 years to be a nonprofit status. San Luis is a beautiful place, and it's kind of a void for disc golf. I mean, we're from NorCal, Nevada County, which is where it's very large and popular. But we kind of felt like we should bring it to Central Coast, and there's plenty of beautiful parks, and so we just decided to do it.
Okay, so can you show me some of your techniques, and then I'll try after you?
Well, the basic throw is just the backhand, where you just throw like a normal frisbee, and you just straighten and release it. And then the other standard one would be the sidearm, which is from the side. You flick it with your wrist.
Now, when the disc hits the basket, it makes this noise with the chains. What do you feel when that happens?
Oh, it's satisfying, actually. You know, it makes a big noise, and if you practice long enough and you start hitting it, it actually does feel pretty good. So it's kind of like making a swoosh on a basketball net.
Okay, now I'm gonna try since I was practicing. Let me see if I can do any better. It's still not as good as before. What am I doing wrong?
That was probably you gripped it a little loose. You kind of want to get into it, be aggressive with it, get your whole body into it, and follow through.
And how often do you and your members meet here?
Every Thursday at 5:30 we have a weekly doubles where it's random, where we can pair up and basically kind of compete in a non-competitive environment where we can all learn from each other and talk and socialize.
And say if I wanted to come and I don't have my own disc, will there be discs provided?
Oh yeah, we have hundreds. We always have plenty, and everyone has plenty, and everyone likes to share too. So yeah, it would be very comfortable.
And there's also another disc golf course you're planning in the works at Laguna Lake?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's been in the works for about 2 years now, and we finally got nonprofit status. So now we can accept donations to build the park. It's going to be the first real disc golf course in San Luis. It'll be 18 holes. It'll be very challenging and very beautiful, and hopefully that'll be done soon.
Great, thanks, Brian. Again, that was Brian Anderson with SLOThrowers. If you would like to try disc golf for yourself, they'll meet today at 5:30 here in Sinsheimer Park. Reporting live this morning from San Luis Obispo, I'm Amber Lee. Back to you, Sherry.
All right, Amber, thank you very much. And there are more than 16,000 members in the Professional Disc Golf Association. To find a local disc golf course near you, just log on to ksby.com and then click on Daybreak. And in case Amber is still watching, all right, Richard.
I gave her a 6, you gave her a 5.
But
I gave her a 6 for style.
I give her an A for effort because that's on television there. I wouldn't have
But she didn't get very close to the basket, did she?